We did not hit our low 90s today
I know.
because of the clouds and the rain we had earlier today.
So it kind of saved us a bit.
It saved us big time. Yeah, it really did. When I saw those clouds coming in midday, I said, yes, bring them on. But then it was even thicker outside.
Right,
so.
but we also have a beautiful weekend that's on tap. Once we get these storms out of the way.
That's it. That's it. Still some rain chances Sunday. I don't want anyone to be surprised that we get a little rain on Sunday. So we'll unpack it all here, Carmen, in the forecast. A muggy evening. Happy Friday. Folks, you made it to the weekend. Congratulations. It's 78 degrees in Cleveland right now. A little bit cooler out in Ashtabula County. You had some storms earlier. A lot of us saw those midday storms that went through, packing a punch. But things have gone quiet since. The humidity has not left us, though. We measure that with dew point. When that number gets above 70, which it is everywhere, we consider it tropical. When it gets up in the mid-70s, which it was today, you can slice and dice the air. It's just thicker than Florida. It's unbelievable. That's about as high as it gets this time of year. Quiet radar for now. All eyes out towards the north and the west of us. You notice how we've got showers and thunderstorms that have just exploded in a tremendous amount of atmospheric energy. They had dew points in Iowa today in the mid-80s. Mid-80s. I've never even heard of them that high. A lot of that comes from the corn crop out there. The corn does something called corn sweat. I know it sounds gross, but basically the corn sucks the water up from the ground, and then there's evapotranspiration that puts it in the air. So with all the corn crop in Iowa, you get some of the highest dew point readings, just super thick air, and that actually fuels some of these thunderstorms. So a lot of these storms are really efficient rainfall producers off of that humidity. You notice right now all the severe weather back towards Chicago, pretty decent line, getting ready to plow through downtown there and areas as you get further south, and that's where the severe weather is expected to be tonight. But you notice we're still under the slight risk for severe weather per the Storm Prediction Center tonight, and I would agree with that. As this cluster of storms continues to slide east, this isn't going to come in anytime soon. It'll be towards the early morning hours, likely 4, 5, and 6. And we've got a flood watch just in case that storm tends to sit and we get some real efficient rainfall producers tomorrow morning. We could have some localized flash flooding, so keep that in mind. Let's time it out. National Design Mart hour-by-hour forecast. This is your latest model run now. We're dry at 3. We're dry at 4 a.m. It's not till 5 a.m. that it looks like the bulk of it moves in, and I think this timing matches up pretty well with where it is right now. But the model indicating that we still get a pretty decent chunk of storms out of this that would have some damaging wind risk. I'm not too sure I agree with this, but again, we're going to have some storms moving in here, and they're going to be efficient rainfall producers. We'll have to watch for the damaging wind risk. This all takes place tomorrow morning from west to east, so you might wake up to some loud storms around here, and then it all moves out and will quiet down. If you have midday plans on Saturday, once we get that large cluster out of here, it looks good. That thing is going to zap the atmosphere out of here, and then eventually we'll go quiet with just a couple stray showers after that as we go throughout the day. In terms of rainfall, well, the models don't really depict where each thunderstorm is, but we could see anywhere from, I would say, 1/2 inch to 1.5 inches. We could get some totals higher than that, though, if we get some training of thunderstorms. The bigger picture of how this evolves, there goes that complex through here tomorrow morning. Notice how the entire thing sinks south, and we go rather quiet. This will kick off more storms downstate. But here's your Sunday, Northeast Ohio. There's another wave of energy. We're going to have sunshine and lower humidity, but that little wave of energy going through the atmosphere is likely to kick off just some isolated downpours on your Sunday as well. Not a washout by any means, and Sunday is the better day out of the two. Look at the muggy meter. It's still going to be humid tomorrow. Don't expect the change to arrive until Sunday. Sunday's going to start humid, and then we'll end up with some real dry air. And next week, my goodness, looks fantastic. Not only do we get the rain out of here, but we bring in a big old Canadian high pressure. And that high pressure is going to keep us on the cooler side. So what about the heat? Let's go long range. It goes back towards the western U.S. over the course of next week. We stay in this trough that we've been in all summer long. And then as we go long-term, first week of August, the heat really builds. That'll probably be record-setting out west. And look at us sitting pretty in the eastern U.S. I'm telling you, the way this summer's going, we may not see another 90. It's just insane. We've had one so far. Union Home Mortgage 10-day forecast, 70s and sunshine to start next week. Start coughing now around the boss. That way you get the week off.